If you know two things about me, one is that I love water. Kinda. But two is that I'm not the biggest fan of water parks. That is, their sketchy construction nature, their absolute leakiness, and their sheer lack of public safety. Now, I'm all for a bit of loose fun, if you will, with not so many strict guidelines, but there's a nice little gray area between having heavy rules so no one can have fun and potentially dying from a complete neglect of public safety precautions. But this water park was unlike anything I had experienced before. So one day, my cousin, the one who proposed at Universal in the video where I maybe potentially lost his engagement ring, ruining the whole thing, possibly. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna call him Kyle from now on, because he hated the name Jason I gave him in that video. So, hey, like that, buddy? Your name is Kyle now. Anyway, he invited me to go to this water park, which has two enormous slides built inside of a volcano. And my cousin Kyle has been hyping these two slides up for months as the most insane experience I will ever have in my life. I know, right? This has safety written all over it. So we get there, and before we even walk in the gate, I could see the volcano. This thing was like 200 feet tall and had two of the biggest water slides I had ever seen weaving out of it. So of course, if you know anything about me by now, I was like, I'm riding those volcano slides. Oh yeah, those are the big chancho slides. They'll make you pee your pants even if you got a kidney stone. Yeah, Jason, Kyle's got a weird way of talking. Practically every sentence that comes out of his mouth sounds something like this. But anyway, we walk in, but we can't go straight to the volcano slide because the line for it literally stretched down to the front gate. Looks like Kyle's been hyping up these slides to everyone, not just me. So we're having a good time doing some other rides, big fun in big water. And it looked like the line for the volcano slides seemed to thin out a bit. So we decided it was time to hit up the big chancho. Or, whatever you said. Oh yeah, you mean the big kahuna of Hanahuna. Got slides that'll rip your pants off from going Mach 10 on purified theme park water. Whatever that means. So anyway, we get to the base of the volcano, and it just towered over everything in sight. And we're about to get in line when all of a sudden, it starts monsooning. And the lifeguards are like, the ride is closed due to a lightning warning. Go away, go ahead, get out of here, come back later. So we ran to take cover under a gazebo. And I'm sitting there, super bummed because we were literally just about to go up there. But of course, oh yeah, the park had to shut down the giant 200-foot-tall metal water slide because of a lightning warning. And you might get struck and die, okay. But the storm was getting so bad that I'm not kidding you, we are almost up to our knees in water. So I look over at Kyle and I'm like, there's food here, right? Like, surely that's not closed because of the weather. You hungry? Oh yeah, dude, I'm so hungry. If King Julian was sitting right here next to me, I'd eat him. You know, I'd like ask for a picture first and maybe like an autograph or something, but then yeah, I'd totally eat him. So we trudged across the park in like shin to knee deep water and got to this little cabana restaurant thing in the middle of the park. Also, sorry if it looks like I'm running out of dry erase markers. It's because I am. I swear I had like 5 more backups somewhere, but they apparently got stolen by garden gnomes because I cannot find them anywhere. But anyway, sorry, so we get to the food place, and honestly, we had been out all day doing rides and other things, so I was hungry. I wouldn't go so far as to say I'd eat King Julian like Kyle, but this cabana place had this sweet looking grilled chicken sandwich on the menu, so I was ready to destroy that thing. Kyle got the same thing. We get our grilled chicken sandwiches and we sit down to eat when apparently the chicken they used to make this sandwich had never had a sip of water in its entire life. And it regularly vacationed in the Gobi Desert because it was dry. Like, dog, give me a tomato or something. I waved it around like an American flag, hoping it would catch some atmospheric humidity. Okay, I don't know where that came from. I think Kyle's speech patterns are rubbing off on me. But anyway, somehow, after about 30 minutes, I finished the sandwich and I went to the nearest water fountain because I could feel the chicken absorbing all of the moisture I had in my body through my stomach. When all of a sudden oh my gosh, I just found a stash of backup dry erase markers in my backpack. Let's go! So I was at the water fountain. Gosh, that looks so much better. I'm so glad I found these. Anyway, all of a sudden,
It looks like the storm is moving away, folks. Rides are now open.
and before I could even turn around, dozens of people rushed straight for the volcano slides. So I grabbed Kyle and we rushed to get in line as fast as we could. We are getting so stoked to ride these two insanely hyped up volcano water slides. When of course, I overheard some people talking. Yeah, apparently it's 2 trapdoor slides. You know when you stand in the tube and then the floor drops out from under you? Oh shoot, those are kind of scary. Yeah, apparently when you get up there, the one on the left is super insane and does crazy drops and loops. And the one on the right is like a leisurely ride. So basically, if you're an adrenaline junkie who didn't learn his lesson from the last time he rode down a crazy big janky water slide, I'd definitely go down the one on the left. We're walking up the stairs, and I gotta say, this park, unlike the last one, felt solid. And we continued to make our way to the top. But as we got closer, I started to hear something from up there. It wasn't the occasional scream and someone zooming past us on the slide. It was like someone was arguing or something. And I looked over and kept waiting to see someone zoom past us on the crazy slide, but people kept only coming down the leisurely one. But the line kept moving, so oh well, I guess. We get closer and closer to the top, and it's clear what's going on now. Okay, hold on, I'm almost ready. I can do this. I can do this, I can go. Okay, here we go. No, hold on. I'm not ready, okay? I'm not ready to go, hold on. We get up there, and it's this poor girl standing next to this insane trapdoor tube slide. Okay, I'm ready now. Here we go. All right, here we go. Wait, no, I can't do it. It's okay, you got this. Yeah, you can do it. Oh, okay, it's not that bad, right? Nope, you'll be fine. All right, I can do this. Here we go. No, hold on, I can't. Oh, man. Okay, so that's why, number 1, the line was taking so long, and 2, no one was going down the crazy slide, because this poor girl was holding everyone up, and the people who were in the crazy slide line were just moving to the other one because they were tired of waiting. But I'd come all this way, so I was determined to go down the crazy slide. So Kyle and I waited there for another 5 minutes while this girl kept backing out at the last second. When finally one of the lifeguards was like, "Hey, you want to switch off for a bit?" "Thanks, oh my gosh." And they switched off just as the little girl finally seemed to muster up the courage, and she was like, "Okay, for real this time. I'm gonna do it. Here I go. I'm getting set. I'm ready." All right, 3, 2... Wait, hold on, I can't do it. Wait. All right, who's next? Finally, it was my turn. Since Kyle was right next in line, he opted to take the right slide so that we could go down at the same time. We get in our respective tubes, and the lifeguards are like, "You ready?" And I'm like, "Would you still send me down if I was?" I was bobbing and weaving and bobbing. I sniffed when I should have scurried when I should have sniffed. And there's this little glass section that overlooks the entire park. And it was, well, terrifying sliding that fast on literal glass. But then I looked over to see Kyle in the other tube sliding right next to me. And that gave me some peace of mind. Finally, after hitting the we splashed down at the bottom. That was awesome! Holy crap, dude, that was so cool! These slides take you so fast! Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a pair of cord stripping pliers to fix this wedgie. We get back up to the top and we rode the slides like 10 more times before the park got shut down again because of weather. And this time, it was for good. Or at least for the rest of the day. I'm just so glad I got to ride those suckers a couple of times. But I must say, it's crazy to me that riding 2 trapdoor slides literally coming out of a man-made volcano 200 feet in the air during a monsoon gave me less anxiety than that time I went off like a 10-story high dive when I was a kid. Definitely check out that video if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribe if you enjoyed.